Hello and welcome to Arkham Radio, a Batman Arkham Podcast. I'm your host, Landon, joined, as always, by my wonderful co-host, Lucas. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm all right. I'm pretty tired. I've been up since like 9 a.m. It's almost 9 p.m., but I'm running off an hour and a half of sleep, so I'm pretty eepy.
No energy drink.
Yeah, I know. Fortunately, so usually we end up doing this way later, and I have to rush to get these episodes done and put up. I might have time for a little nappy because we got this done at fairly early time, and so I might be able to get a good nappy, and we'll see. But anyway, I'm feeling pretty all right. I'm excited. You had a pretty fun Batman sequence today. Not that long, especially compared to the last one.
The last one was super long.
It was super long, but definitely had some pretty major plot reveals this sequence. So got some exciting stuff to talk about. Again, for me, I'm experiencing all this now for the first time. And, you guys are getting my pure unfiltered, I mean, I guess technically filtered, but pretty much unfiltered reactions
raw
to this
reaction.
Getting it raw from your boy. You're taking it raw.
See, I thought that. You said it.
And so we're really getting deep in there with both of our thoughts and reactions to this latest little section of Arkham Asylum. And how you feeling now? Because we have our sister podcast, Resync, an Assassin's Creed podcast, where we take it sequence by sequence, right? So it's really easy to categorize we're this many sequences in right now. We don't really have that here. So I guess, at this point, we're about 3/4 of the way through the game-ish.
Yeah, for sure.
We're getting close to the end here. We got 2 more episodes before the end. Like I said, we'll have next week, and then we're going to have a month off. Which we have discussed, just kind of finishing the game in one fell swoop. The only reason I said no was because of all the fucking challenges I'm gonna have to do, and the Riddler challenges and trophies and riddles. I'd rather just take advantage of that time off. And I'm also going to be trying to convince you guys to join the crusade, be the Bat, and also 100% this game with me. Do it. You can do it. You can achieve it. I swear it's not that difficult. I recently got the achievement for acquiring 40% of the Riddler challenges.
Oh, dang.
So I'm almost halfway there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good chunk, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm on fire right now. The Riddler, he ain't got nothing on me. I'm fucking 100 for 100. I'm over here just knocking him out of the ballpark. You can do it too, because I'm not a very intelligent individual sometimes. So if I can do it, you can do it.
That's true.
100% the game. You should do it too, Lucas. Let's all do it. Let's all just band together like a little group of misfits and 100% this game. It's going to be really fun.
We'll see what happens.
But anyway, how are you feeling 3/4 of the game in now?
I feel like we finally hit that climax.
Right.
Everything's kind of getting set off now, and you're faced with the troubles of Poison Ivy now. So there's a bunch of shit just kind of coming together.
Right. The island completely fucking transformed.
Yeah. Terraformed.
Yeah. And you spend a good chunk of the game. At the start you see the Joker a few times, and then he's kind of getting some space between you two, and now he's back showing his face again. He's
he finally caught up.
Literally, he's like, okay, let's fucking go. I'm ready. I got an army of fucking Titans that I'm coming up with, and some shit's about to go down. And this is kind of the start of all that. But very exciting. Before we get into the details, let's go over last week's trivia question, which is, what is Harley Quinn's final and optional trap? So after you face her, you defeat her, put her in a cell, you can be trapped by one little special thing, which is opening cell 5 to get the Riddler trophy and getting locked in. So you can go up to the sort of like administrative office there and use the cryptographic sequencer to unlock the cell door. And then as soon as you go in, it locks behind you. And Harley's like, ha ha, I got you, Batman. But then there's literally an explosive gel wall right behind it. So you can very quickly and easily just bust right back out, and she gets upset about it. But it does open up like new dialogue with Harley, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
A fun little, Easter egg if you're trying to go for a completionist. Just saying, it's a little bonus if you do all that shit. It's fun stuff. Also, another thing I've been getting pretty lucky with lately is I've been finding a shit ton of Chronicles of Arkham. I think there's like a bunch more, honestly. I want to say I've got like half of them. And we've explored most of the map. So we'll see how the rest of them get.
Well, yeah, well, now we're starting to do backtracking too. So like you'll start to find some of the like other stuff that you couldn't get.
Right.
Like, or even access at that time.
Right. That's definitely fair. But I felt like I found like 5 of them this sequence. Which, like I said, it wasn't that long. But I was just running into them left and right.
The tapes?
The Chronicles of Arkham. The little like bugs that you scan.
Oh, man, I actually didn't find any of those, so I must suck.
Yeah, bad. I mean, you literally come across one, like, you have to walk past one in Arkham Mansion the first time you go through. So you might have seen it. But, like, when you use the back claw up into the vent, you, like, walk directly past one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Darn.
But, yeah, so I'm getting there. I've been trying to be more conscious about paying attention to them, like any of like the interviews or any of that stuff, because that's usually my writing time, like when I catch up on like my notes. And so then I'm like, I should probably pay attention to this shit.
Yeah.
It's like the patient interview files, they're interesting. They can have some interesting lore. I picked up a few on Poison Ivy in the Botanical Gardens.
Yeah, I did a bunch. Yeah.
Did you like find some of them and like listen to them?
Yeah, I actually cut one off early on accident because I like started a conversation like right after I found it.
Oh,
like shit. Oh,
I think I might have gotten all of them except one, but I really like that storyline there of like, I mean, it's pretty cliche like Poison Ivy shit, but like fucking seducing her fucking therapist and using him to get out of fucking jail, just like do all kinds of stuff. Classic Ivy.
Yeah.
So cool. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun tearing through the side stuff. I feel like I've been making a lot of solid progress. It's a good feeling. Makes me feel like I'm not gonna have to do like insane grind. Though I'm curious, I've never really done the challenges, like the Predator challenges or the combat challenges. So I'm curious to see what kind of hellscape I'm in for once I hit those.
I feel like the combat challenges will be really easy for you just because you've been playing Arkham games forever.
Right.
The Predator missions, though, I don't know how complex they get in this game, but I do know in like City those can get fucking hard, real hard. We'll see.
But that's like the month after next week's problem. I'm gonna be in the fucking hotel room just breaking the TV, chucking my controller. But anyway, let's get into the proper sequence. So, Joker releases the Arkham Penitentiary onto the island as Batman makes his way over to the Botanical Gardens. So now you got those fucking weirdos prowling all over Arkham.
They suck.
Yeah, they're very annoying and just not overall useless.
They're just super annoying. That's really it. Like, they're not hard. Like, you literally just like Y and ground pound and it's over in like 2 seconds. Literally.
Though I love, like, he'd be straight up bitch slapping him sometimes and it's fucking hilarious. Like, I love how much like they just immediately cut off. Like, they're just like like knocked on their ass. And I'd be like I would hunt those fuckers down. Like, literally, like, in it, if they were, like, up on a fucking pillar, I'd chuck a batarang at them. Like, no one is escaping from me. Like, I was on it. But you make your way over to the Botanical Gardens, and, Joker's promising an army of Titan soldiers. He's getting recruits, doing all this shit. And so you track Harley's fingerprints to trace his like Batman's way over to the chemical plant, but Joker's continuing to slow your progress. So I have a question to ask. Did you go directly, did you follow the fingerprints directly, or did you go off to that side door when you first went in the Botanical Gardens?
I just followed the fingerprints.
Okay, so what happened when you opened the door and it went to that like water area? Did he just immediately like blow up the entrance or whatever?
Yeah, like he had a bomb, obviously, like, or something, but he blew
Right.
up when he walked through it. He blew up the door behind him, basically. But it cracked me up because there's literally just this giant vent like right next to it, telling you where to go.
Right. Okay, so did you ever do the side door where like there was a bomb you had to defuse?
Oh, did you do that first?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So when you go through that like door, basically, that's like he like turns on the power. It's all electrified. He blows up the door, and then Batman's like, I got to turn off the power. So like you have to go to the maintenance room and like you basically use your bat vision to track the wires. And
Okay.
it takes you to the maintenance room, and then you defuse the bomb. And,
Okay. Gotcha.
And the bomb is like you needed to defuse it because it was like blocking you from. It was like a failsafe for if you were to hack it or something.
Right. Okay, because yeah, I did all of that before I even walked in that room because I was just trying to hunt for collectibles. I was like, oh, this is a secret thing.
Yeah, so you
And
did
then
it
I was like,
out of
this
order.
feels awful story-ish for something that I'm not supposed to be going towards right now. What's going on here? And then it introduced like the semi-new concept of like having to do it like the cryptographic thing 3 times in a row, like within a time frame.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this feels a little too much right now. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, especially for a side story.
Right? But so yeah, when I came, like the power was already off. So I didn't have
Was
to worry about
Joker there?
Yeah, he was there, and
Okay.
that cutscene happened. But so like, was the water electrified for you?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't for me.
Yeah,
it
like,
was already just.
Yeah, it was
chilling.
electrified. I had to go and turn off the power so I could cross.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was just chilling for me.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
hell yeah. I was wondering about that because it felt like I was like, this feels like something I would have had to have done. But yeah, I was kind of confused. But yeah, essentially, you know, he's trying to block your path. You're going through, continuing forward. And meanwhile, Joker's continuing to, you know, try and perfect the formula, experimenting on his goons. And so you follow his trail, going through another fucking like Riddler trophy fest room area where you can't grapple, so you just have to do a bunch of parkour.
Which was scary for me because I thought it was like a sewer. And every time I'm in a sewer, I'm like, I'm going to have to fight Killer Croc.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And I was thinking it a couple times too. Like throughout, I was like, is it really time to like fight Killer Croc already? Because I knew it was coming, but I was like, is it time yet? I feel like it's not. And I just kept going back and forth. And then, you know, obviously when they bring up Killer Croc later, I'm like, okay, maybe. Not yet. Next episode, friends. Next episode. I got you. But, you know, you're following his trail. You make it to outside of this like cavernous area, the sewer cavern area, and there's a worker who, you know, is being beat up by some goons. You save him, and he says that Joker's goons have his co-workers locked up in cages in the aviary. Just got everybody put up there, so you got to go rescue them. And I had fun here. I was really nervous because I had listened to the cutscene where they're like, oh, you have to take out the overseer first. But then I got there, I'm like, this is the overseer, right? Like, this isn't going to fuck shit up, right? Like, I was so stressed, like, sitting there. I was like, I was already trying to, like, big brain away of, like, not being detected and, like, not killing anyone.
He was over and he was seeing, so.
Right? That's fair. So I was like, I don't fucking know here. I was like, okay, please don't do anything. And fortunately, I made the right call. But, you know, you get to rescue the hostages, take them all out.
Yeah, which I was also like super confused because Batman was like, you take out all the people. Batman doesn't like go up to the control room or anything, but those cages just like all of a sudden pop themselves. I was like, what?
They timed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, who knows? Maybe he used his cryptographic sequencer when he did it. It was a delayed thing. I don't know. You can't question the world's greatest detective.
Bat IQ.
Yeah, the BIC. And so, where are we at now? I keep getting lost because I do just be kind of going ahead and then I lose track in the notes. But one of the coworkers says that there is a hidden entrance to the production facility that Batman can use. And so you once again use Harley's fingerprints to kind of figure out where that's at. And that's where there's another bomb that you need to kind of get rid of in order to trigger the opening of the hidden door. And then it's double Bane time.
Yeah.
Because you get into the production facility, Joker's waiting for you with two already pretty beefed up goons. And then he's like, watch this. And
they got more beefed up.
Yeah, you got two Banes. And so both of us are very proud to proclaim that first try on hard, them bitches is done. They were done and dusted. I did make it by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I'll admit that because, you know, I made some careless mistakes, but overall, you know, we locked in for that Bane fight a while back. We've come back stronger, smarter, better, faster, all around just wonderful. And so we kick some ass.
I liked being able to like ride them and whack each other. Fun. Yeah, there's one time where I got it to where I was whacking one and then he threw me off, but like his whack got him to like sit down.
Go down
so I like got back under and started whacking him again.
Dude, I literally did it like 3 times in a row. I was having the time of my life.
That's amazing.
I was just like, yeah. And just, I was playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots with them fuckers. Like, it was a good time. I had a lot of fun. Thank God there weren't henchmen in there.
No, that's what I was actually thinking. That I was like, if there's henchmen, this would have been a lot harder of a fight, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. I was already stressed at the start.
Oh, yeah.
Because of like, you know, one would charge and I'd start to beat up. But like, you know, right as you start to like run after them to try to beat them up, the other one will charge. So then you're like trying to get out of the way. But then also not waste the opportunity to beat up on the one guy. Yeah.
I remember struggling with this fight a lot the first time I played this game. Like, it took me a long time.
I feel like the start of the fight is the hardest because, you know, they don't get knocked down as easy. Once you get one of them knocked down for the first time and you can start riding them, you can kind of get, like, enough damage going up between the two of them that I think it gets a lot easier. But the main thing is kind of getting that first chunk of damage before it, like, you know, knocks them to the ground.
Yeah,
that's where the challenge lies. You just gotta, you know, learn. You gotta do the Soulsborne, you know, rule list of just watch them, see what they do, and then kya. But we beat some ass, and we also use them to destroy the production facility. They just, you know, the fight just kind of destroys everything, but not before Joker can run away with plenty of formula. His special formulae. And so he runs off and going after the only person who could develop a cure. Batman's like, all right, I'm gonna need to go after Poison Ivy. She's the only person that could possibly be able to do something about this shit, but I'm gonna need some help. And just has the fucking Batwing crash through the Botanical Gardens. Like, was that really necessary, Batman?
It was also such, like, it cracked me up because there's a door, like, right over there. And I was like, oh, they're just going to drop it out. And I'm going to go through that door and get my, like, whatever gadget I'm going to get. And no, it just drives straight through the, like, dome of the Botanical Gardens.
Like, bro has to think of the cost of the repairs, man. Like, all these workers he saved, they're going to have to fix that shit.
It's all right. Like, Bruce Wayne will make a generous donation.
Like, I know there's some dude that was like, they should have just thrown me in the fucking acid, man. Like, fuck this shit. But, so, you know, his has a Batwing come in and you get the line launcher. Yeah. Now I believe we're finally fully kitted. We can do the horizontal.
I think there's technically one more thing you get.
Yeah.
But it's like also like a sub thing.
Gotcha. Which I also got the Sonic Batarang this time because I was like, enough's enough, and I was having some fun there. Actually, like again, being able to like distract people, like having some kind of distraction,
being able to
tool.
separate them out is very nice.
I'd say that's the biggest thing that really irks me about this game. There's really not a lot, it's a solid game, but I'd say the biggest thing is like not having any sort of like distraction tools at your disposal. Like I guess when thinking about Batman media, I guess there's not really a ton of times where Batman's really trying to distract people. It's not like he's throwing decoys. He's usually just beating the shit out of them. So I can kind of get it, but just for, like a stealth game, it'd be nice. I'm just saying. But anyway, where was I?
We got the line launcher.
Got the line launcher. So you're tracking Poison Ivy's pheromones to try and find her.
You have them in your database already.
Yeah. Why? I mean, who knows why?
Poison Ivy. I mean, I would track those pheromones too.
Regardless of if you want to or not, who knows? Maybe he put him in the database after he was maybe put under her control for a spell or whatever. Who knows? But so essentially he finds her and threatens her into submission. Is like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of your plants if you don't help me.
I love the Batman aura no look catch of the vine. Just squeezes it, and all of a sudden she's like in immense pain or something else. But
it's so difficult for me to see Poison Ivy as this just like really evil villain ever since the Harley Quinn show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Ivy so much.
Yeah, me too. It's just like that's kind of that Poison Ivy that I want now.
Right?
Like,
I just, as much as I don't want to, I probably should watch Batman and Robin. I need to see just a really bad version of Poison Ivy, and then I'll be like, man, fuck this bitch. But yeah, for right now, I have so much empathy for Ivy as a character because of the Harley Quinn show.
Yeah,
and
like, you know her character a little better too, so like she's not all like her intentions aren't all bad. Well, at least most of the time they aren't all bad. I don't know. I kind of forget if the Arkham Ivy is malicious or not.
Well, I mean, granted, I think she's still morally gray, but she's definitely like a villain, because like I think a lot of people who would have seen the Harley Quinn show would look at this scene and be like, man, Batman's a fucking dick. But
But probably pretty sure in this universe she's done some not good things.
Right, like she's not near as kind-hearted as the Harley Quinn iteration of Ivy, that's for sure. But still not technically a villain here. Like she agrees to help him. And unfortunately for him, she's like there's only one plant that can do this, and it's at the bottom of Arkham, which also happens to be Killer Croc's lair.
Yeah, because where else would it be?
Yeah, so fucking have fun. I want to know what type of plant is growing in the sewers that can cure a fucking can cure Bane. Like what? What? All right, I guess.
I also want to know how she just knew that offhand. Like she's just like.
This plant.
This is the plant. Well, I know, but like, does she know that well? Like,
Okay, I'm gonna go on a leap here
because that's like this is a new thing that was made. So would she just know like, this is the thing that I don't even know the chemical compound of. I know exactly what chemical compound to use to counteract it.
I think she does because of I don't know if the green was established as a thing at this point in DC history.
Yeah,
but like if it is, like her connection to the green. She knows what's in her plants.
Right. Yeah, I
guess she would be able to feel the chemical components of the Titan formula.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, and so then she's like, "Oh yeah, let me get this." The only thing that could counteract these components would be this. Well, that's just my guess. I don't know for sure. But basically, as Batman heads towards Arkham Mansion to look for cash to figure out how to get into Killer Croc's cell, Joker's got one more surprise. He's dosed Poison Ivy with Titan serum. And so she takes over the whole goddamn island with her huge ass plants. Spores growing everywhere. It's just a mess. Like the island's completely
laser balls
turned
at
upside
you.
down. Which those are annoying as hell.
Fuck the laser balls. They come at you really fast, and and even like the quick batarangs. Like I feel like I barely get to them in time.
Right. Yeah. It's very nerve wracking. Which does bring me to this week's trivia question. how do you defeat Ivy spores? And I'm not talking about like the little spores that shoot out. I'm talking about the actual like main spore itself. There is a way to get rid of them. How do you do it? I was definitely chucking batarangs at it for a bit. I was like,
yeah, I did that, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna hide.
Right. Just like, well, that didn't work, so just fucking avoid. They actually killed me, and then they showed me a hint that explained it. That's the reason I know this trivia question. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I just went XP farming, just, going ballistic on some. But anyway, how do you defeat those spores? Let us know down in the comments below. And best of luck to you. But Poison Ivy takes over the whole island. There's all kinds of stuff all over the place. Plants everywhere. Whether or not she's really in her own right state of mind over this remains to be seen. Most likely not, as all the other people injected with toxin have kind of went into a rage. So we'll see how she ended up. But in any case, it's not good. And so spores are all over as you make the way to Cash, who reveals that Croc is locked up deep underneath intensive treatment, but he would need the warden's codes to access it because he's the most heavily guarded prisoner in this entire island. Fortunately, we just so happen to have the warden's codes through the cryptographic sequencer, so we're fine.
We're good there, yeah.
So all we gotta do is just get back into intensive treatment. And so heading over there, of course, Ivy has the building blocked. However, you can use the line launcher to enter from the little sniper's perch above.
Yeah, which I was kind of cracking me up. Like I used that line launcher to like go over there, and I was just like basically going straight at this sniper, and he didn't see me. I'm just like, bro, I'm coming at you at like 10 miles an hour. How the fuck do you not see me coming at you?
So I was worried about it, so I just knocked him on his ass with a batarang before I came.
Oh yeah, that's probably smart.
Yeah, that's because I didn't know if he was going to see me, so I was just like, Foing!
Yeah, he just didn't see me, so I was good. Too stealthy.
Hell yeah. I mean, you are the knight. You are Batman. And that's the end of our session. Yeah. Like I said, it's not very long. It is filled with story. I mean, we finally see Joker with
a twist,
the Venom stuff. The entire island gets taken over by Ivy's plants, whether she's necessarily in control of it or not. It does seem that Joker's final plans are nearing their completion, and a lot really up in the air right now as we're trying to find this antidote, which seems to put us in the sights of someone who was very adamant about wanting us dead earlier in the game. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah,
very curious.
We'll see.
But as far as next week, we are going to be going on a bit of a croc hunt, as well as hitting the Batcave back up, returning to that Batcave. And so again, difficult to explain sort of where to leave off here, so bear with me. But essentially, once we get done with the Killer Croc aspect, return to the Batcave and sort of exit, like make our way back up through the underground sewers and whatnot. Once we get back outside into Arkham West, that is where we're going to leave off. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, I apologize. I haven't played through this before, so it does make it difficult on myself to kind of come up with this shit.
It should make sense. Just like whenever you go outside, check the map where you are. You're probably in Arkham West.
Right. And it should be the first time, I believe, once, it probably will be the first time we'll actually be outside in the island, because we just went into intensive treatment.
Yeah.
So I believe this entire sequence will be indoors in some way or another, whether it's like getting through intensive treatment down into the sewers, facing Croc, like all that whatnot. All of that will be indoors / underground. So once you get back outside into the quote real world, that's where we'll end for the week. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you excited? You were.
Oh yeah, we're getting close to the end here. It's gonna be fun.
We are.
I'm curious to see what you think of the ending.
I'm very excited. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm like cautiously optimistic about how 100%ing this game's gonna go, because I've never tried that. I mean, I did do all the side stuff in Arkham City. I just stopped at the Riddler trophies.
There's definitely more in Arkham City, and there's a lot less trophies here, so I think you'll probably be okay.
Right, so it's like I feel like I can do it. You know, we've been 100%ing all the Assassin's Creed games, you know, thus far in Resync. So I wanted to continue that trend here. So hopefully it won't be too bad. I also realized I thought that secrets map that I picked up last week was for the whole map.
No, but it was just the area. It's just the building,
which made me sad. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be so easy.
Yeah,
now.
I think there's one in every building though. So like you just gotta find it.
Yeah, because I found the secrets map for the Botanical Gardens, and I was like, oh, they're by fucking area. Damn it. And so we'll see. But I mean, they might actually be easy. It does seem like, you know, I've been picking up a lot of stuff as I've been going back through. You know, obviously, like some of the stuff you physically couldn't do because you needed like the line launcher or the explosive gel or like whatever. So I'm a little hopeful. I think the biggest thing is going to be figuring out some of these fucking riddles as you go inside, because some of them I'm just like, what the fuck?
I feel like the ones that he doesn't like mention that are actually riddles too might be even harder to like recognize that they're riddles.
Right. So there's, you know, we'll see. It's going to be daunting, but like I said, I'll have a month to figure it out, and you guys will too. You know, and like I said, don't forget those combat and predator challenges. Those are going to be pretty sick. Have some fun with those. But I appreciate everyone for watching. Remember this week's trivia question, which is, how do you defeat Ivy's spores for goods? And let us know down in the comments below. Do you have anything else before we skedaddle out of here?
I don't.
All right. Like I said, not a very long episode because we didn't really, you know, play a whole lot. But lots of exciting stuff to talk about next time. We appreciate you all. I didn't come up with a fast food superhero pun.
Oh, me neither. I didn't think about that.
I forgot about it this time, but we'll come up with one next time. You know, let's say we got poison ivy. You know, poison ivy salad. It's weak sauce. I know, but it'll give us something. But we appreciate you guys, and we will see you for the next one.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.